I gave a cost assessment for a commercial building, and the purpose, and it was about 25,000 square feet. And the building had been unoccupied and neglected for about 3 years. And you walk in the place and, the ceiling tile is collapsing and there's mold growth, and you can't even walk in without a respirator on. Mushrooms growing in the carpet, for crying out loud. So 25,000 square feet. So, and they wanted us to do the mold remediation. So I thought it would take, and the ceiling is 20 feet off the ground. You know how these commercial buildings are. And the person who was going to, after it was remodeled, the person who was going to move into it was one of these fitness outfits. When you are renting to a company whose patrons are going to be huffing and puffing and puffing and huffing, by golly, if you're going to give them a certification that there's no mold in that building, you better do your job right. So that's my point of this. We were going to divide this area into 5 parts, create barriers, and clean one area and show lab data that was clean, move to the next area and show lab data was clean, next area. So, but I thought it was going to take 8 people, because when you have 4 people on scaffolding cleaning off these this structure over 20 feet in the air, you're going to have 4 people on the ground feeding those people equipment and what they need and handling stuff. So when you multiply the cost of 8 people times 5 areas, it got really expensive, especially with the rental and stuff like that. So here's my point of this. You have to be true to yourself. You have to make sure that if they say yes, that you have approached the project correctly. You've given yourself the budget that you can do the job correctly. And you can't be afraid of what the number is. If an attic project is $5,000, you can imagine, what a little 1,000 square foot attic compared to a 25,000 square foot building with 20-foot ceilings. The magnification is just a matter of scale. So they did not ask me to help them, which is okay with me. And so my point here is just be cautious. Approach the job the same way, no matter how large it is. You use the same technical approach. You use the same quality of care, and you make sure that what you do for them is legally defensible. That's what they're depending on you to do. If we would have embellished how quickly we could have gotten it done and we didn't do our job right, it would have been a terrible experience.